Yeah, to keep the whole thing 100, Spence, he comes out and he says, Terrence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao, y'all's turn is coming. So that's the thing. He's calling Manny Pacquiao out and Terrence Crawford, and he says they do have a turn with him, for the fight. And consecutively or consequently after that, it seems that Errol Spence is being blocked from at least the Manny Pacquiao fight right now because the Pacquiao camp thinks that Manny might get knocked out by Errol Spence. So that throws like a whole little wrench into this idea of seeing the Pacquiao Spence fight take place, which we know would be an absolute mega fight. Errol Spence, great victory over Danny Garcia. So I think we're all, it's like all eyes on him. The world is waiting to see what Errol Spence Jr.'s next move will be. He's proven himself to be the truth. I really want to see this Pacquiao fight. I would love to, at this point, see Pacquiao fight anybody. But this raises up a whole nother point. Recently, Keith, one-time Thurman, has been, breaking the headlines and getting his name circulating in the boxing world, rightfully so. He claims that Errol Spence has been fighting his leftovers. And in a way, I personally wouldn't put it like that, but I mean, technically some of the people he is fighting is some of his leftovers. Keith was the reigning champion for a while and lost, ironically, his title or his undefeated streak to Manny Pacman Pacquiao, in 2019. So, I don't know. I think Keith Thurman has a valid, legitimate claim to call out Errol Spence Jr. I mean, it's weird for me to say I don't need to see them fight, but in a way, I feel like Keith Thurman deserves that fight with Errol Spence. And he even goes to say that, don't exclude me, beat me. He says, before you just ignore me, I'd rather you come and have a one-on-one fight with me and beat me like a man in the ring so you can show the world that you're better than me and prove that you're better than me. So Keith Thurman's got a very valid point. I would like to see Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence Jr. Who would win that fight? I cannot say. I like both fighters, and I think I'm going to have to give them a 50-50 on that fight right there. I don't know what y'all are going to think, but I would love to hear your opinions in the comments below. So please tell me how you feel about Keith, one-time Thurman, versus Errol, the Truth Spence Jr., how you think that fight would play out. That is one fight that I think actually gives me a little bit of goosebumps. I would love to see that fight. I think it'd be more than fireworks or firecrackers at the same time. I mean, it's going to be ducking, swiving, whatever you want to call it, haymakers, uppercuts, jabs, back and forth, explosiveness, technicality. You're going to see the endurance of both of those guys really kick into the maximum capacity. I mean, that right there might be one of the biggest fights of the century, believe it or not. I don't know. Spence, Thurman, tell me what y'all think. Porter, Crawford's probably not going to happen. Porter, Spence may happen. I mean, Spence isn't denying it. At least it's not going to happen right now. But Pacquiao, we would love to see fight. And I would love to see a Thurman Pacquiao rematch. What do y'all think about that? That fight was so damn close. Anyways, please tell me what y'all think in the comments below about Keith Thurman, Errol Spence. And subscribe to my channel, MCTV, so you can get more on the latest boxing news and you can get it with my perspective. I'll see y'all again with another video.